Great morning, Bethel family. It is our 185th church anniversary. All month long, we will be celebrating our 185, and we want you here with us every Sunday for the celebration. This Sunday, we are starting off in our old school church where we have our robes. You should have on your church hats. We have on our suits. We are doing the whole 9 yards. We have so much in store for this month, so stay tuned for more. Before we go into worship, let's get into some Bethel history. Historically known as Bethel Baptist Institutional Church, we are the oldest Baptist congregation in the state of Florida, and we were established July of 1838 by co-pastors James McDonald and Ryan Fryer. At our inception, we only had 6 charter members, 4 whites and 2 blacks, the latter of whom were held as slaves by white members. The first meetings were held at Mother Sam's, a local plantation. Membership grew quickly, with most early congregants being enslaved African Americans who received day passes from their masters to attend services. In 1840, a dedicated meeting house was erected at Duval and Noonan Streets. The congregation was officially incorporated by the Legislative Council of the Territory of Florida in February of 1841 under the name Bethel Baptist Church. At the time of the church's incorporation, Reverend McDonald served a mixed congregation of blacks and whites, slaves and slave owners. The mixed congregation continued to grow and changed locations several times prior to the Civil War. They finally settled on a site on the north side of Church Street between Julia and Hogan Streets in 1861 and erected a new house of worship that year. During the Civil War, the city of Jacksonville was occupied 4 separate times by federal troops. Various churches in town were used as hospitals and schools by the Union forces. At the close of the Civil War, an attempt was made to separate the white and black church members of the Bethel Baptist congregation. Reflecting on this general trend in the post-war South, Edward Joyner wrote, "After the Civil War, a desire for separate churches grew among the Florida Negro Baptists until it became expressed in the formation of their own separate churches. Thus, as the first opportunity, many Negro Baptists moved to establish their separate churches. Such was the case where a dispute arose over the possession of church property, and a legal battle carried on for years. Finally, a court settlement in 1868 resolved the conflict, awarding the Church Street property to the white members of Bethel Baptist congregation and granting the black members financial compensation and retention for their church home. The whites took a new name, Tabernacle Baptist Church, which was later changed to First Baptist Church of Jacksonville. The black congregation moved into a newly purchased piece of property on Pine Street, now called Main Street, at the intersection of Union Street in downtown Jacksonville. Stay tuned as we review more of Bethel's history throughout the month of our 185 church anniversary.
Greetings, everybody. This is the day the Lord has made. This is an exciting month, 185 years that this church has been in existence. And so all month long, we're going to celebrate what God has done. But we thought we would take you back down memory lane. And so this Sunday, this particular one is going to be different. I'm in the sanctuary of my birth, my baptism, where many of you have been in, where many of you have not been in. Worship used to be real different in the Bethel Church. Really, it was the Bethel Baptist Institutional Church. So here's what we wanted to do. In honor of 185 years of ministry for the kingdom, we thought we would give you a real glimpse of what church used to be like in the Bethel Baptist Institutional Church. We're going to do it like the old time. Organ prelude, hymn, communion the old way, robes. That's why you see us in these robes today. Get ready. You can only appreciate where you are when you value and appreciate where you've come from. And so today, get ready to worship the institutional style. But there's still going to be a time. Come on, let's have church.